Welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery. Today, what I'm doing is I'm bringing to you the Rajah 2. Y'all know that I've got them because they're in a lot of videos. Look at that, just cutting right through there, son. But I haven't, done one on them in particular. I like them so much, I got two of them. This one's the newer, this one's the older. Both AUS 10A. As much as I hate AUS 8A, I love AUS 10A. Listen, at the end of the video, we're going to take care of business as we always do. So, hey, I'll catch you back then. Well, come on back with us, Scab. I hope you don't leave for too long. We'll catch you at the end, son. Here I am, still cutting up some of this plastic stuff from yesterday. The Rajah 2 is one of my all-time favorites. It makes short work of most anything. Now, you got to realize this is a pocket knife. Pardon me. A pocket knife, son, that's 13 inches long. It's got the triad lock, which, it's the I'll kick your ass of locks. It's Chuck Norris on steroids. Y'all know that's a scary sight. Look at this thing. Now, I do this all the time, but it's slicing right through there. Now, let's clean this tree up, Scab. Good job, son. Look at that. Just blows through it. Now, what I have found out is I cut terribly left-handed. I mean, if it's a back swing, I'm pretty good, but just regular cutting, not so much. So, this one here is my newer one. My older one, I actually put a 20-degree edge bevel on, and I'm just experimenting with it. This one, I'm not sure what the factory edge bevel is. I know I've got it and the Spartan, and they are about the same. So I really enjoy this knife, and it makes short work. What I'm going to do, since I'm out in the woods a good bit, I think is try to make like a quick bushcraft shelter, with my considerable skill, son. I'll whip one right up, hurricane-proof or something. But that way, instead of me just making punji sticks for kids to come along and stab each other with, I could actually put it to good use. Attaboy, Scab. Look at the camera. Good chop there. Let's see. All right, here we go. Now, the hated vines / briars. The sucky thing is when you think it's a vine and it's a briar and it cuts the shit out of your leg. But I've got on my sweet rubber boots, so that'll protect me there. You say, Scab, why are you wearing them rubber boots? Well, because when you hop out of the truck and go to your nuts in the water in a swamp, it is not fun. Not that rubber boots below my knees would help, but I have such large calves that it's just like a water seal. There I am looking back at the camera. Now look at the time and consideration I'm taking it. A little double-handed chopping. Just swinging away. Got both Rajah 2s out. This was my first cold steel folder, this Rajah 2. And I loved it. Well, that's a lie. The Rajah 3 was the first one. Kurt gave me my first cold steel folder. I think Code 4 was next, but this one was right in there. And like I said, I got two of them. And I love both of them. I really do. As much as I'm out in the woods, there are certain days, look at that. Look at that, just blew right through it. There are certain days, and they're few and far between, but if I can't carry a fixed blade, which I do 99% of the time, as I covered later in the thing, I've got these Rajah 2s in my pocket, son. It's a 13-inch overall knife, 6-inch blade. I about broke my neck there with my sweet boots on. Now, cutting down these palmettos is hell on a blade, but I like showing y'all this because if I had to make a quick shelter out of some palmetto leaves, I could do it easily. And I think I'll do that. I may do that this weekend. Make me a palmetto shelter. That way the ticks if the ticks don't kill me, the rattlesnakes will. So, that'll be one way out of it. Now watch here. Now I believe somewhere in here I turned the button off on accident. It's about right in here somewhere. But yep, there it goes. We'll catch you on the next one. Now, watch here. I really do make short work of this. About knock my damn brains out. Got to pay more attention. I'm retreating out of there. There we go. Discretion was a better part of valor, and I'm bent on bringing it down on my head. Now, the Rajah 2 is a tough knife. AUS 10A. I was a little skeptical at first, but man, since I've had it, it sharpens up super easy. Very easy to maintain, and it's got kind of a stonewash finish to it. But, when I say pocket kukri, I'm not kidding. That's kind of what it was made for. And it does. I mean, you watched it chop. Now the brand new one can go through just about anything. I think we cut paracord with it. Later on we'll cut some fruits and vegetables with it. It just gets it done, son. Right there. Just cut it through it. Now, some of this was getting hung up in the damn vines I'm always telling y'all about. But it made short work of this tree here. And we got to come through there tomorrow and shoot some lines, so it had to go anyway. And the fellas don't complain, you know, since I'm cross training, I don't get to do this much, so I'm enjoying it while I can. And it's been 2 beautiful days. Now, here we go. And every now and then, old Scarab will just hit something that he wished he hadn't, but, you know, there we go. Just keep eating on it, son. This thing right here, the ergonomics of the handle, it's a 7-inch handle, really, truly, honestly feels good in your hand. I want to get the Rajah 1. I don't know if they discontinued them or not. Okay, there's the, look at that. Precision. You couldn't do that with any other knife. I got some 550 paracord here. I'm going to cut it all up. Now, y'all know I'm going to cut this about 6,000 times. Right, see, I could have just ended that test right there. Now I'm doing the old, yep, here we go. Scab, come on, son. There it is. Hit it with my fist. And I'm thinking about editing that out, and clearly I forgot to do that. So there it is. Now, y'all see it's blowing through this paracord. Really, truly, honestly, this knife handled every task I put against it. What I think I'm going to do is carry it with me this weekend kayaking and just kind of shoot a video of just using that knife. It's good for feather sticking. It's good for chopping. It's good for hacking. It's good for slicing. It's good for all kind of stuff. Now here in just a few minutes, I'm going to hand it back over to myself to take us home. I'm excited because then tomorrow morning, I'm finally going to release my raffle video and we will move forward with it. Watch this squash. Hate that squash. Quick hitting. Oh, Scab, look at that. Bam, bam, right there. 2. You don't want to deal with me with this, son. Now, I don't know what the hell I was doing there. I quickly changed course, though, and started slicing it. So, listen, I love you guys. I'm about to hand it back over to myself. Do I recommend the Rajah 2? Well, I'm going to tell you in the outtakes. Love y'all. Take it away, Scab. There it is. The Rajah 2. Cold Steel's masterpiece. Now, it does have the wave technology. I'm a big fan. Listen, I'm a big fan of this knife overall. Obviously, I got 2 of them. The benefit to this knife, if you work outside, and you're going, please tell me what the benefit with a 6-inch blade and a 7-inch handle, so it's a 13-inch knife. The benefit's simply this. For guys that work outside or want to be outside or whatever, basically what you have with this triad lock is a pocket kukri. Seriously. Y'all seen from the test what it'll do. You see this knife at least once a week. I love it. AUS 10A is a steel. To me, I just love it. It holds an edge very well. It's very tough, easy to sharpen, everything I look for. Now, we joke around a lot, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big jokester. But I got to think about it, and somebody's like, Scab, why in the world would you need this knife? Why wouldn't you? I mean, you know, you may want to join a band of murderous rebel militia down in South America. You'd need one of these. The other thing is this. Not everybody can carry a fixed blade. Not everybody's that fortunate to work for a company that'll let them. I am, and I'm very appreciative of that. We've killed a ton of moccasins this week, and I don't want to hear how you have, you know, oh, well, we got them bonded. Whatever, dude. I hate them. Plus, a couple of them, you know, was out there to kill old Scabber. It's kind of a, you know, battle back and forth. I won. Now, that could change in an instant. I digress. I do way too much digressing. Listen, one thing about cold steel, this is a super tough knife. You don't have to like cold steel. You don't have to like wind. You don't have to like any of it. But this right here, honestly, is one of the best pocket knives I got. It's razor sharp. It can do whatever you need it to do. The one big thing is this. There are a lot of times, like we go kayaking, I don't feel like carrying a fixed blade. Plus, I don't feel like banging all around Megan's car with a fixed blade on. Now, 99.9% of the time, I have on my D-Bad Preacher. I do, every day. Doesn't matter to me. People just look, you know. Everybody wants to say something, but I ain't going to. Let's do a comparison. we have the D-Bad Preacher right here. And my pocket kukri, my Rajah too. Now look at that. That's a heck of an everyday carry. And yes, I carry it every day, both of them, plus the third one. When we do our jump off in the morning, we're going to do the raffle in the morning. When we do that, I'll do an actual pocket dump, EDC, kind of start the raffle thing. Now, getting into the raffle. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. We got to remember our LEOs, our law enforcement officers, and we want to remember our addicts. Now, I moved through the officers and the addicts pretty quickly. Y'all know to keep them in your prayers, and addicts, you know you're welcome here. Now, back to the 22 a day. I've been telling y'all for a month now, probably, that we're going to do a raffle. I'm going to put in the description the charity is Southeastern Guide Dogs. Let me double check that. Southeastern Guide Dogs. I didn't have to double check it. That's the name of our charity. I'm going to put a link in the description below. I'm also going to add my PayPal below. This is not the kickoff. I will do a video, this raffle video. I'll do it first thing in the morning, and we'll jump from there. But I'm going to put the information in tonight. Every single dime that we get in is going to go to this. They do guide dogs for the blind and for veterans, you know, comfort dogs. And that's a big thing. I love dogs. This is a local charity. I want to jump it off with something local, and we can expand. Now, again, what we're raffling off is this right here. This is kind of our heart. We want to stop this 22 veterans a day commit suicide. Again, it's staggering, son. This is a pocket knife holder. Sean Crawford did a great job on it, but you'll note there's nothing about Choir Boys cutlery on here. There's nothing about Sean. I didn't want Sean to put his logo on here, and he just felt like this was something he wanted to donate and roll on with it. So, Bubba, I appreciate it. This thing holds about 15 pocket knives, some of my big ones, some of my small ones. It is a beautiful piece, and what we want to do is we're going to sell tickets. They're going to be $5 a piece. You can buy as many as 5 raffle tickets. Now, that's 25. That's the most as I'm asking anybody to give, okay? And that's the most I'm willing to accept from any one person. In the morning, without fail, we will launch the raffle, and I'll have all the details. What I wanted to do tonight is give a few preliminary details and show you, again, what we're raffling off. Just give you basic instructions. I'm going to put my PayPal, and I'm going to put the charity in the link in the description below. I encourage you to look up the charity. Listen, love you guys. God bless you guys. Hey, hope you enjoyed the Rajah too. You'll probably see it again. I forget I do stuff, and, you know, about Lightning Miller. I show y'all that about every other week. But listen, I'm Scab. You're not. And we're going.